preference is really a starting point to really understand and comprehend our type. But the type becomes even more useful when we really understand and explore the combinations of our preferences and how they interact to create our personality. You'll also notice when you look at the type table that it's organized so that similar types are next to each other, and sections of the type table are organized in order to see qualities that are shared by groups or within the group of type. The ENFP personality type within the MBTI personality, we are going to see that they are very creative and they are love adventure, especially when it's full of exciting possibilities. They are very perceptive about people and insightful about the present as well as the future. Their order of hierarchy states that their dominant function is going to be an intuition, and it's extroverted. This means that we're going to really see that they are stimulated by people, ideas, and experiences, which means that they tend to be very curious, energetic, creative, and even imaginative. Their introverted function is feeling, which is an auxiliary function. This means that although we don't see it, they base a lot of their decisions upon a foundation of harmony. They need goodwill and they like to please others and they want to adapt to others' needs and wishes. They tend to be very warm, cooperative, and supportive. Their tertiary function is thinking, and their less preferred function or inferior function is an introverted sensing. Now, when they don't really find a place where they can use their gifts and be appreciated for their contributions, they tend to be very frustrated, and they really need to be able to develop that feeling. If they have not developed that introverted feeling function, they may never really commit their energy to actualize any of their insights, and they may make some overly personal decisions. Career choice and interests are based upon the combination preferences of perception and judgment. For the intuitive feeling, they like to focus on the possibilities, what they can imagine, and even their innovations. They handle them by looking at the potential that others have, as well as being very insightful, enthusiastic. They love to have interests that are going to understand and encourage other people, as they like to play a role within society and contribute to its members. Some great careers for an NF are psychology, human resources, teaching, research, literature, religious services, healthcare, and even a career within art or music. How people respond to change deals with their preferences of their energy and their external orientations. So the EP, the external perceiver, is an adaptable extrovert. So when changes are proposed, they're going to talk to everybody around them. They're going to talk to the people they know. They're going to talk to people at work, people at home, their family. They want to find out what everyone around them thinks. And then if changes really allow room for their creativity and action, then they're going to gather resources and try to energize everyone around them to implement those changes. The preference combinations of judgment and external orientation within a personality type indicate our leadership styles, our management styles, and even our follower styles. The FP would be considered a supportive coach. This is a combination of feeling and perceiving. They tend to be warm and flexible, even encouraging leaders. They support individual work styles and they like to involve others in the decision making. They prefer very collegial relationships. They like to share their rewards and they need a consensus in decisions. They will be an energetic follower if they are treated with respect. The combination of the preferences for energy and perception is going to indicate how a personality is going to use their information. An extroverted intuition is going to be termed as an action-oriented innovator. Their knowledge is very important in order to change reality. The temperament for an idealist, which is an NF, an intuitive feeling. Now, when we look at that kind of temperament, we want to see that this temperament is an idealist. They search for a unique identity and meaning, and they value empathetic and meaningful relationships. They're generally very enthusiastic, and they want to make the world a better place for everyone. They trust their intuition and imagination, and they think in terms of integration and similarities. They focus on developing the potential in others and finding a purpose in life, as well as bridging differences. They need to be authentic within life. Remember that the purpose of learning about our MBTI type and those dynamics is really to help us in understanding ourselves and to better build and to aid in developing our relationships with others. And this is accomplished when we look at the combinations of our preferences, the dynamics within our personality type, as well as the development and the growth that is available to our psychological type.